Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is the part 2 of the Bells Hells promos from GenCon. We're looking at Dorian Storm off of order. This time I got the symbol correct, unlike in the Fern video. But yeah, let's get into it. Dorian Storm, Charming Minstrel, he's a 532. Bells Hells, Crown Keeper, Entertainer, Warrior. He has an enhanced Tenacious Reveal the top card of your deck. If you revealed an attack this way, it gets plus X or minus X damage, which is great. And then otherwise, it gets plus X or minus X speed. X equals the block modifier of the revealed card. He has good, order, and water. We are, like I said, playing him off of order. We're kind of just playing some like value town pieces, but we're also just trying to full boat into the reveal of the top deck type stuff. Like we have a bunch of reveal the top card of your deck package, and then we're like just playing good stuff. Like we got Violent Anima Shot, Patchwork, and all that. So let's get into it. We'll go into the attacks. First, before we got bonus on him being tenacious, because we can just commit him to pass a check and it doesn't matter, which is great. We like that. We got 4 copies of Tavern Brawl, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 2 low for 5. Let me get this real quick. Ally, Fury, Kick, Punch, Slam, Weapon. There are the keywords. Blitz. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each attack you reveal, freeze 1 Rival Foundation. For each non-attack card you reveal, this attack gets a speed. Then you put the revealed cards on the bottom of the deck in any order. In a random order, I should say. But, like, more often than not, you're probably getting a couple speed and then maybe freezing 1. We were playing 21 attacks in a, I believe it was like 66 card deck, so we're playing like a third. So you're probably more often than not just getting speed, which is not bad because he put speed on it. So yeah. Next up is 3 copies of Chair Spin, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 1 low block, 5 low 5. Blitz. Your rival readies 2 foundations. If they do, commit 3 foundations. This card's nuts at the uncommon slot, and it's like not even, you can't even like really lead with it early game. It's more of like a late game wall breaking piece. Like after maybe your rival kind of swung and missed, this gives you a way to open up their wall or open up their board a bit, because if they have 2 committed foundations, you tell them to ready those, and you get to commit the 3 best pieces, which is wild. Next up is Anti-Titan Artillery Shell, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 6 mid for 2, Breaker 1 ranged. Blitz, if you have 1 or more assets, you draw a card and your rival commits a foundation. The asset part will come in a little bit. Response, after the attack deals damage to a character, your rival loses 3 health. Response, after this attack deals damage to a backup, it loses 3 stamina. So it's doing 5 damage-ish either way, but Dorian can either put more speed on it, which is great, or more damage, which is also great. So we're just looking to just hit our rival, get a little card draw, maybe have them commit a piece, and then, you know, we just go from there. Plus Breaker 1's not too bad. Thunder Spear Barrage at a 3x, 3 difficulty, 3 check, 2 high block, 5 high for 2, Echo ranged weapon. I think this attack will really shine in Dorian just because you could just echo it, dump the speed, get the damage, and then, or vice versa, leave it up. If you know, like, if you do some top deck manipulation, you know what you're going to be revealing. So you could just leave it at 5 speed for 2 and get an extra, like, 2 to 4 damage, and then echo it, and it's another 6. Or you just dump all the speed, add more damage. Like, if this is the end of a, say it's like the end of a chain, and your rival has no cards in hand, their DR is tapped out, and you just hit them for, like, 18 or something. I don't know. I don't know what the damage cap could be. I don't think we're playing any 4s, so it would be 6, 9. It'd be 18, yeah, because we're not playing any. I don't think I have any 4 block mods in the deck, so on average it's a 3. So yeah, we're looking at 18 damage across 2 moves without any interaction whatsoever, because our rival never interacts with any of our pieces. 4 copies of Violent Anima Shot, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 1 low block, 4 high for 5. Breaker 1 ranged weapon tech. Tech weapons, excuse me. Blitz, commit a foundation, remove 1 backup from any stage. If you did, we have to draw a card, and this attack gains flash. Gives us a little backup hate. I think is needed in any deck. If you have it on symbol, you gotta play backup hate, especially after the Louisville Regional where backups just ran wild. It was backups ran wild day. It was crazy. So this gives you a little bit of that. Also, it gives you a little bit of hand pressure. Response, after this attack deals damage, your rival removes a random card from their hand. So you kind of dump the speed into this, or if your rival doesn't think it's going to be that big of an issue, they kind of have to deal with it, because removing a random card from their hand it sucks. So your rival has to deal with this move or lose a card permanently for the rest of the game. So yeah. And then we got our big bomb. We got Patchwork Baby, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 3 mid for 1, and EX. Man, they put the keywords on the bottom in this set. EX3, Powerful 3, Stun 2, Tech, and then Enhanced. This attack gets +1 damage for each different keyword in your card pool, and Enhanced, this attack gets +X speed. X equals the highest keyword rating played this turn. So really, with Dorian, I thought about playing that Turtles card that makes everything a 4/4, but again, this is like, do we want to do that and manipulate the stats that much? Because like Tavern Brawl is a 5 damage base, Chair Spin's a 5/5, our Anti-Titan's a 6 mid for 2. Do we want to manipulate it that much? And I was like, nah, but like this could get enough damage. We do play Tavern Brawl, which is 6 keywords alone, so it ends up being like 10 damage with an extra speed bump. If we have like, if we get to play like the Stun 2 or the EX or whatever, it comes in really handy at the end of a turn, or just setting up a turn and having a rival have to deal with this, because it's huge damage. It taps down some of their board, and it's just a lethal move, and it's very cool that it's seen a lot of play in the last year or so, because I don't think it saw a lot of play at its first, because that 1 damage people didn't like it. And yes, we are playing 3 copies of Dorian's Loot, 2/5, 2 mid-block, unique. This card cannot be flipped by rival effects. Enhanced Commit, if you have revealed the card during this attack, draw 1 card. So yes, we are playing as many reveal effects as possible to not really abuse it, but at least to get enough value out of it. Unfortunately, we're not on the good symbols, so we can't use Defiant Stance, which would be really nice, but like that's just 1 perk of that symbol. Like I think the Order symbol, you get Thunder Spirit, you get Violent Anima Shot, Patchwork Baby. The rest of everything else is attuned. You get, so it's just like you get Botan's Coaching, which is the best 0 in the game. So you just get different perks of playing different symbols. Like the good symbol, you get like, you got like a multiple good 0 diffs. Your defense, I'm not sure. Maybe with Turtles it gets a little better, but yeah. But anywho, we're here. Item Box, it's a 1x, 2/5, 2 low block. Commit, return this attack to its printed speed and damage, return it to its printed attack zone, and if it was unblockable, it's no longer unblockable, unique. So, damage resets, speed resets. This is a damage and speed reset, so it's super handy. It's a zone reset, which is even better, and if somehow someone throws it unblockable, it's no longer unblockable. Going into our reveal package, we got 4 copies of Tarot Reading, 1/4, 3 high block, enhanced flip. Name a card type, and then reveal the top card of your deck. If the card matches the name type, you get to add it to your hand. So, say like you want to see what's on top of your deck. You say you want an attack. You just call attack, and if it's a foundation, you know what you're going to be getting for Dorian. And this allows you to trigger Dorian's Loot, so you're able to just draw the card on top of your deck if you want. It's even better when you do name the correct card type, which with enough revealing, we should be able to know more often than not what's on top of our deck if we want it or not. 4 copies of Interview Specialty, 2/5, 3 low block. Enhance, if you have revealed a card this enhanced step, your attack gets +1 speed. So we get to reveal every enhanced step. So we get 1 speed, 1 speed, 1 speed, 1 speed, as long as we have these. Now trying to reach Aaron's another one of those hand addition type cards, because we don't have a lot of draw. Like our draw is basically Anti-Titan Artillery Shell. If we get to use the thing on Animus Shot, and then Dorian's Loot. And then we have Tarot Reading and trying to reach Aaron, and we got Botan Coaching for draw, but like this allows us to add a supplemental draw in a way, but by adding cards to hand. So 2/4, 3 low block, first form. Look at the top card of your deck. Enhance Commit, name a card type. Reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card matches the name type, add it to your hand. So it's basically Tarot Reading, but on a 2/4, because you could do it every turn, which is very cool. 4 copies of the best 0 diff in the game. Botan's coaching 053 mid block enhanced flip. Both players discard a card, draw a card. So say you reveal with Dorian, you want that attack in your hand, you just Botan's coaching it. Or say you want that block on top of your deck, you know, like you can go dig for it, which is really cool. And if we don't like the card on top of our deck, we can just do this. One Man Inferno, 053 low block, mill one, your rival mills one. So we just get them off the top of our deck to find new cards. Guardian Angel of Chinatown, 153 high block, flip. After your rival plays an ability that reduces the damage of your attack, its damage cannot be reduced by your rival's effects this turn. So it stops those pesky 9 Titans and DRs and juries and all that stuff, and damage resets and blah 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 blah. Stops all of it. It's very good. Card's super nice. And now we get into some cool tech pieces that I really thought was really good for the deck. Heart of the Band, 153 mid block, enhance flip, name a card type, then reveal the top card of your deck. If the revealed card matches the named type, this deck gets +2 or -2 damage. So it's really good with Dorian getting some extra damage or getting some extra damage negation, some damage redux, I should say, just because like we know what's on top after we Dorian, and then we can be like, oh cool, we're gonna give it +2 or -2 damage. Ready for a Rematch is basically in here just for either Violent Animus Shot and or Dorian's Loot. So 1/6, 3 low. Tenacious after this card is committed during the enhanced step. This deck gets +1 speed or -1 speed. So if we do end up giving Animus Shot, you know, flash and do that cool blitz thing, it's still within the enhanced step. So we get to give it 1 speed. So it's a 5 high for 5 flash that draws us a card. And Dorian's Loot just says your attack gets +1 or -1 speed on top of whatever Dorian gives us, and we get to draw a card. It's awesome. 2 copies of Daily Training, 2/4/3 mid block, enhance flip, build 1 foundation from your hand with a printed difficulty of 3 or less. Free build's great, especially on a 5-hander, and especially on defensive turns. Like if we are able to draw some extra cards, or you know, we get cards into our hand defensively, and one of them's a foundation, and we get to build on our rival's turn. That's huge. Being able to build on our rival's turn, it just makes our next turn so much more easier. Because being a 5-hander, we don't build as well, so this would actually give us a little bit of a reach on the build. 2 copies of Moment of Normalcy, 2/5/3 high block, unique, enhance commit. Return this attack to its printed speed or damage. Yeah, this is like in every deck. It just goes in every deck now. There's just no, yeah. I'd be surprised if there was a deck that doesn't play this. I could see it being sideboarded. Like if it's an aggressive deck and you don't want it game 1 because you're trying to kill your rival real fast. Like I could see it coming in for game 2 defense and then coming out for offensively game 3. Elasticity, 2/5/3 high block. Response flip after this attack is blocked. The next attack this turn gets +3 or -3 damage, which either gives us a little bit on Dorian's damage pump or damage redux. An enhanced flip after your rival plays a stun ability. Cancel it. Add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Really, we only have we have momentum uses, which is basically Patchwork Baby and Thunder Spirit Barrage. Probably if I went in deeper looking for more if I was going to play this and mix it up, maybe test it a little bit, probably bring in some like Hacker Extraordinaire, which probably should be in the deck, but which actually gives us some draw. Man, I'm dumb. I need Hacker in this deck. But yeah, like Hacker probably goes into this deck somehow. Elasticity would give us some momentum to spend on that. And then Elena's Machinations at 3x, 3/5/3 mid block, enhanced flip. Look at the top card of your deck, you may discard it. So if we don't like it for Dorian, if we need speed, we have an attack on top, we get rid of it, right? And then vice versa. And then response outwit after your rival plays an attack, it gets -2 speed and we draw a card. So if this is like say we use this on our rival's second attack, we know what we're drawing because we've revealed it, right? With Dorian, which is really cool. And then I needed some high blocks in the deck, so I added some confidences, 2/6/3 high block. Response, after this card is revealed, your attack gets +1 speed or -1 damage. So if it's on the top of your deck and you reveal it multiple times, you just get to, ding, 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 you get to hit the bell a lot. So that's very cool. Other than that, it probably is the first card to get cut, to be honest. It doesn't really do a whole lot other than just if it's on top, as long as it's on top of our deck, right? Jawsome Solution in the sideboard. We're going right to the sideboard, sorry. Jawsome Solution, 5/3, 1 mid, 5 mid, 5 slam. This is a diplomacy effect, technically. Oh no, your rival isn't choosing. You're choosing. You choose. Destroy 1 rival asset with difficulty 2 or less. Yay, we hate assets. And then this attack gets 1 damage. I guess it's always a 5 mid 6 if your rival doesn't have assets. So that's pretty cool. At least it's not like a totally blank card. It's just a good way to get rid of assets outside of not, for some reason. I don't know why I didn't put Hacker in. I don't know. We got 2 copies of Filled with Doubt. I really don't like playing actions in a 5-hander, but this card is really good, is too good not to play in the board. I probably would just bring it in, you know, game 2, game 3 if needed. Sometimes you don't really care what your rival's playing, and you just like execute your game plan, and you just don't give a crap, right? 2 copies of Scanlan's Hand, 2/5, 2 mid-block, ally punch spell, form, commit, 1 rival non-character card. You may spend a momentum. If you do, you commit your rival's character instead. We like dealing with characters, but unfortunately, a lot of the good ones have tenacious abilities. Blech. But yeah, looking at you, Rodon. Response card pool. After a block is played, the next attack this turn gets +3 or -3 damage. If your character's hand size is less than your rival's, build this card face down. As a 5-hander, this is great. Like, we can get a little damage pump, little damage neg, and then we get to build this card face down. Because more often than not, we are the lower hand size. 2 copies of Dr. Ichigaki, 2/5, 2 mid. Ally unique. Response remove after a non-keyword ability is played on a non-character card. Cancel it. We love to cancel things. We love telling people, no, you are not allowed. And this allows you to say that. And then the last 2 cards on the board are Nullifying Force, 3/5, 2 mid-block. Response flip after an attack is played, its damage cannot be modified. So if you are facing like a 9 Titans deck or a heavy DR deck, this says, no man, you cannot modify my damage. Or even defensively, and you don't want to deal with a lot of crap, granted, it's kind of a nombo with his ability, you just say, no man, I don't want to deal, like, I'm just going to take this 5, and you're just going to live with it, right? So that is the Dorian Storm Charming Minstrel off of Order deck. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to share with your groups. Don't forget to, you know, like, subscribe, you know, come hang out. I don't know, on Monday and Fridays. I think we're streaming Friday. I don't know, because I'm not sure what's going on. We're kind of like in this weird lull where no one's going to anything right now. So, I don't know. But, and again, thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care.